You know the spices in the back of your pantry? Well, bring them to the front because we're putting them to work today. Those single origin spices can be combined to make our own homemade mixes, and it costs a fraction of the stuff that's pre-blended in a store. So I'm using the same base spices, and I'm creating 3 unique spice blends from which we will have 3 dishes with completely different flavor profiles. And we've got a very special guest today, so I ask you, you ready to spice things up? Life can be a struggle, but a good meal doesn't have to be. We can make creative, nutritious, and inventive dishes that won't break the bank. Welcome to Struggle Meals. Listen, spices don't last forever. They've got about a year before they lose all their potency and gorgeous color. It's the essential oils. They evaporate into the air no matter how tightly you screw the top on. There's nothing you can do about it. So what we want to do ideally is buy spices in the right size container relative to how often we use that spice in the cooking that we do. And we want to steer clear from spices that are pre-blended and pre-mixed. They're too specific. We're not going to use them up in the allotted time frame. From this set of spices, I'm going to make 3 totally different tasting spice blends. That's what I want you to understand. Chicken tikka masala is a very, very popular Indian restaurant dish. It's delicious, it's warming, it's comforting, and at the heart of it, of course, is the spice blend, which we're not buying from a supermarket, but making ourselves. It's gonna be more cost-effective and more flavorful. All right, we're starting off with coriander. This is the grounded seeds of cilantro. Cumin, it's warming. We've got some cinnamon here, warming, sweet, comforting. So here's cardamom. It's very bright and pointy. So cinnamon and cardamom, they might seem a little bit obscure, but I think you should buy them because you can make pies, you can make cookies, you can do all these things at the primary source. But with a pre-mixed blend, I'm not making cookies at a chicken tikka masala blend. Here's turmeric, the famous color in this dish. Here it is. Adding some black pepper. Cloves are really pungent. To me, this reminds me of the winter. I'm going with a little bit of actual heat in the form of some red pepper flakes. So here it is. I've got my tikka masala blend. I made it myself. I didn't spend extra dollars by allowing a corporation to make the blend for me. I know today's all about dried spices, but I'm gonna use some fresh spices too. But I happen to have fresh garlic and fresh ginger. I also really wanna use my new microplane that I got at a garage sale for $1. So here we go. Garlic. Let's grate some fresh ginger too. We're gonna put our freshly made spice blend for our chicken tikka masala right into our garlic and ginger. And I've got some chicken thighs here. We're gonna go with a cup of yogurt. It's gonna break it down and make it soft and fantastic. So there we are. I'm gonna pop this into the fridge and let it marinate. Throw some high smoke point oil. I'm gonna do about half the chicken first so that there's some nice spacing and it doesn't all steam. This is gonna get the initial sear on the chicken, some flavor that we're not gonna get during the stewing, braising process. This is also waking up the spice blend that we made with that super high heat oil hitting it. You cannot skip this step, people. Aromas are fantastic. I am getting some brown pieces, as you can see. So this is not fully cooked, obviously. I'm just resting it on a plate here so I can get the next batch of chicken to wake up. We got some color on our chicken. What we're gonna do now is get all this off the bottom of the pan with some onion. Here goes the onion into the hot pan. Let's get the rest of our spices in there, wake those up. Butter. Let's get a little red pepper. Let's get some tomato paste also. Okay, you can see the tomato paste. It's beginning to brown. Let's throw in the can of tomatoes. Here we go! Drop the tomatoes! It'll never be as big a hit as Drop the Stock. But here we've got our cilantro stems and all. This is gonna give us brightness. Boom, shboom. And let's get our cream in there and allow that to simmer too. All right, that's boiling. I'm gonna bring it down to a simmer and let it reduce. It's time to add our chicken. Chicken going in. All the steps have been completed. All right, I've got some rice here. It's the ultimate relief to all the intense flavor that we've built. And let's get our classic chicken tikka masala right on top of the rice. Oh my goodness. We got this gorgeous red, pink color. We got the white underneath. Why not put some fresh coriander leaves on top? We've got a little bit of cilantro. Cha, cha, cha. I'm taking a bite with my jumbo jet spoon. Oh, It's really good. $2.40 a plate for the ultimate Indian restaurant dish, but this one is made at home and it's even more delicious because we put care into it, because we made our own blend with primary spices. And that's what this is all about, making our own spice blends. But don't think we can only make a tikka masala blend from these spices. We're gonna make a whole nother dish with the same spices, and it's gonna be completely different. That's the point I'm trying to drive home. Want to save money in the kitchen? Keep your pantry organized. Here are my tips. There are a million jars, containers, and bins that you can use. You can even make your own organizers. For food storage, make sure your jar seals tightly and keep track of when you opened it. You know, if you keep similar items together, you'll know how much you have, and it also makes it a lot easier to make sure you use the oldest items first. Your pantry's like a Fortune 500 company. You need to do quarterly inventory. That way you know what you've got on hand. When storing spices, you want to keep them airtight. Obviously, they should be within arm's reach when you're cooking, but heat and sunlight can break them down, so avoid having them right next to the stove or near the dishwasher. Keep your most commonly used items like oil, vinegar, salt, and pepper nearby your cooking zone for easy access. Keeping your pantry organized and up to date, that reduces food waste, and that means you're saving money. Now we're gonna blend up those same set of spices into a dish that's completely different. I'm talking about a Thai curry. Traditionally, a Thai curry has a lot of fresh ingredients that are blended up into a paste. It's very complex, and it's pretty cost prohibitive. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna use our dried spices to make our own curry blend. Starting off with coriander. These are the seeds of cilantro. Cumin, it's warming. It's got a curry flavor. Turmeric, bright, earthy, rooty. Already you can see that this blend has a lot more turmeric in it. Putting in some black pepper and a little red pepper for heat. I'm gonna label this so I don't mix it up with the other one. Okay, there it is. Let's start cooking this thing up. A little bit of Earl, onions, peppers, carrots. Let's get a little fresh garlic and ginger in there. This is a really great way to deal with the garlic because you don't have to chop it up. It's super easy and it just dissolves. Let's get a little bit of our spice blend in there right now so the flavors can wake up in this extra high heat environment. So today we're making a vegetable style curry, but I thought we could add some tofu also. Tofu's awesome because it absorbs all the flavor that we've just made in the pot here. Fantastic. Adding the coconut milk into the curry. Here we go. Adding in some vegetable stock on top of the coconut milk. Let's bring this up to a simmer. Throwing in the tofu, here we go. Tomato going in, and all of our cauliflower and broccoli. This is gonna cook down, it's gonna be nice and thick, it's gonna be comforting, and you can take even more comfort in the fact that you made your own blend, which means you put more love into it, which means it's gonna taste better. So the first priority here is that we wait for the broccoli and the cauliflower to cook through, and the second objective is for this sauce to thicken a little bit. They're gonna happen at the same time. Let's throw our chopped up cilantro right in there. Let's get a little lime zest in there, lime juice, some salt. Let's make a bowl. We got some rice, and here we go. Yes. And what we have is a curry in the style of Thailand, which is the land of smiles. And I think that that's important to know because when I eat this, I will become smiley. Here we go. Taking a taste, getting some rice underneath. Oh, man, the flavors are totally different from the chicken tikka masala. The Thai-style curry comes in at $2.52. We bought primary spices, we combined them into a Thai-style curry blend, and I've got another dish that's completely different than the previous two, using the same primary spices. But first, a challenge with a very special guest. Now it's time for a struggle challenge, but not just any struggle challenge. Today, I have a very special guest. My guest is Cookie Monster.
Hi.
It's good to have you, man.
First of all, me, proud member of the Struggle Meals group. So me, excited to be here. Me going to give you, Frankie, a challenge. You ready?
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on.
Okay, you got to put on the blindfold. It's okay, just trust me.
All right, it's just, you know.
Just put it on, it's gonna be good.
All right, Cookie.
You can see me, right?
I can't see anything.
How many fingers we holding up?
I don't even know if you have fingers, honestly.
We have fingers.
Okay.
Here's what we have. Ha-ha!
All right, what is it? I can't see it.
We clean that up later. Okay, me have in front of me here some spices. So me want you to identify the spices by smelling or maybe even tasting. Give it a sniff.
Oh, interesting.
Let me know if you need clue.
Onion powder?
You got it.
All right.
Wow, this guy good.
Oh, okay. This smells like fall going into winter. I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say it's ground cinnamon.
You got it.
There's a lot of pressure here, Cookie.
Me believe in you, Frankie.
Oh,
It's a nice strong smell.
yeah, it's quite strong.
Okay.
Nutmeg.
Yes. Okay, here's the next one. Keep going a little more over. Yeah, there we go. Oh, you go ahead.
Oh, this one's very obvious.
You
okay.
got this. That's yellow.
Ginger.
You got it. Okay, now you got 2 more spices to identify. It's a little like sweet and smoky.
Paprika. Is that it?
That's it.
Okay, cool.
You down to 1 more spice. Oh, please get this one. Me nervous.
Okay, it's smelling almost like a citrusy zest.
And you only need a little bit of it.
You only need a little bit.
You don't want to put too. You don't want to overwhelm you food with this.
Cloves.
You got it, Frankie. You did it.
Should we sing the cookie song or something?
C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. Yeah. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. Yeah. C is for cookie. It's good enough for me. Oh, cookie. Start with
C.
Yeah. So here, part 2 of the challenge is me want you to use some of those spices, whatever is in that cute little refrigerator over there.
Okay.
And make something using those ingredients.
Okay. So what's in your fridge challenge?
See what we got in the fridge.
Okay, we have some maple syrup. Got some milk. Yogurt.
Yogurt, yeah.
This looks like mushrooms here, Cookie.
Those mushrooms.
Oh, there's some jalapenos here.
No.
We're not using mushrooms, that's for sure. Red bell pepper and jalapenos here. We have some flour.
Yes.
I mean, I'm definitely thinking that we should make something round.
Yes, Frankie. Yes, me agree. I say we make cookies. What, pig?
Eggs?
I think we should make some cookies.
We have half a can of pumpkin puree here.
Oh, just half a can? What, we got leftovers here?
Well, no, but it's good to use leftovers because so many people are throwing out food.
Wow, that's a good idea.
Right, so maybe this should be sort of, our guiding light in what we should make.
Pumpkin cookies, please say pumpkin cookies.
Well, it's definitely gonna be soft and round.
Yes, Frankie, yes.
And we could say it together. I think we should make
pumpkin cookies.
Pancakes. Yeah, pancakes.
Sorry, what?
Yeah, we can make like a pumpkin spice pancake.
Pancakes.
Yeah, they're round, they're ooey, they're gooey.
They round?
Yeah.
They ooey, they gooey?
Yeah. Put syrup on it.
Let's do it. Me like this idea.
My monster. Boom.
My man, Frankie. Yeah, so what are these actual spices we're going to encounter in this pancake?
Okay, so it's not spicy like the jalapeno.
Okay, good.
It's spicy like high notes of citrus up here. So
up here.
Ginger, cloves. Yeah, cinnamon's a little bit lower.
Cinnamon like here.
Yeah. And down here we have pumpkin.
Oh, yes, the pumpkin's down low.
Down low. So we got the warm. And then the citrus spice.
Citrusy up here.
We got the warm. And we got the citrus
spice. We got
spice.
the citrusy up here.
Okay.
Boy, me excited.
Let's get this together. Let's start with the egg.
Nice wrist action.
So come in with some milk. I think the apple is gonna be really good in here.
Applesauce.
Applesauce. Using our pumpkin puree. And just try to...
Uh-oh. We should know, watch this. This is not good for Cookie Monster.
Whole wheat flour.
Yes.
A little bit of regular flour.
Can we stir?
Yeah, go for it.
Stirry, stir. Stirry, stirry, stir.
There's some rolled oats.
Oh, yummy.
Let's get a little bit of the baking powder, right? So we can make these pancakes rise.
Yes.
So we've got the cinnamon. We can also use like a fair amount of the ginger also. Something like cloves.
Yeah, that's strong, right?
It's strong, so we should just
a tiny little...
Exactly. Nutmeg. Same thing.
Me getting so hungry.
So that's it.
So that's it. Now we make the pancake?
Yeah, so I think we should move over to the stove.
Okay.
Get a little bit of butter in here so it doesn't stick.
Okay. Oh.
All right, so I'm waiting for like bubbles to come up through the top, so we kind of have to wait.
So that's how you know it's time to flip?
Yeah.
We could be here for hours. Got any 2s?
Go fish. You got any aces?
No, go fish. This riveting television. Is pancake ready, please? Be ready.
So Cookie, there's like, can you see? There's some bubbles happening.
Okay, you gonna flip?
Just like.
Whoa! A perfect pumpkin pancake. A perfect pumpkin pancake.
So this is pancake number 1.
That look lovely.
So, Cookie, I got the second one happening here.
Yeah, you work on that second one.
I'm working on the second one here.
Yeah, you stay busy over there working on nothing happening over here, Frankie. You just work on that.
I mean, what I want you to see...
whatever you're saying over there. Yeah, keep working on that number second pancake.
Cookie.
Nom, 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 nom.
You ate the pancake.
What?
Yeah, you did. It's gone.
Me? You accuse me of... Yeah, me eat pancake.
I saw you eat the
Me eat
pancake.
pancake.
Last pancake. Yeah.
Oh, boy. Cowabunga, those look yummy.
Let me make you a plate, okay? Hang on. Let me make you a plate.
Hurry. Look at you, so delicate. Yummy, huh?
Yeah. So, Cookie.
Yeah.
Normally when we do one of these challenges, I rate myself on appearance and flavor. But I think, obviously you're the special guest today. I think you should do it. So, appearance, what do you think? 1 to 10.
Frankie, me got to go 10.
Seriously?
How could you outdo this? Look at that. That's beautiful work.
And flavor-wise? I mean,
10. 10 cross board, 10.
Do you know what that means?
What?
That means that this is the first ever perfect score challenge.
Me no can believe that.
I can't believe it either.
Handshake.
Thank you for coming. You're welcome back anytime, Cookie.
Oh, me love it here. Oh, boy. Okay, more pancakes.
Yep. Now we're gonna make some kafta. That word literally means to grind, and this is ground meat, so it makes a lot of sense. We're gonna make a more warming Middle Eastern style spice blend, but we're gonna use the same single spices to do it. So here we go. We start off with some coriander, a lot of cumin in this one. We've got the cardamom again. Turmeric, just a bit. Just a touch of cinnamon, really small amount. And finally, the cloves. Here's our spice blend. What's amazing to me, though, is how we can get completely different profiles from just a few of these basic spices that we all have, or we all should have. Kafta blend. We have to start by grating an onion, which is literally my least favorite thing in the entire world, but I went on the internet and bought protection. Not that kind, eye protection. And I immediately realized that this is probably not gonna be so effective because there's all these areas that the onion can get in. I gotta be going at least 80 miles an hour to make this work. I'm not looking. I don't wanna know. So far, I'm not crying. Oh, yes. Here we go. Cold press onion juice. Look at all that. I don't want that. Okay. All right, here comes our onion. So we're making kafta. It's like a meatball on a stick. And meatballs, it's not just meat. There's other ingredients in there, like onion. And like, how about the spices that we made? Let's get some of that in there. Kafta spice blend. Let's grate some garlic. We're gonna be using some ground lamb in our kafta kebab. It's delicious, but we're gonna stretch out that flavor with some beef. It's gonna add a little extra fat. It's gonna bring the price down. I'm gonna go with the Struggle Whisk 7500 just for the initial mix here. We're gonna throw some parsley in there. There's no reason to throw out the stems of the parsley. It's added flavor. Why would you throw that away? Hitting it with some salt. That's looking pretty good. Let's get some oil in a pan. So I'm thinking we sort of get this into a nice round thing here. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're making a meatball, you want to apply the force of your hand without applying too much force that the whole thing crumbles. And when you're making a meat stick, it's kind of the same thing here. Trying to get the same circumference the whole way around, and I'm not gonna futz with it beyond that. I'm gonna get this into the pan. Here we go. Let's make another one. All right, while that's searing, I'm gonna go wash my hands. Look at that. It's time to make a nice chunky salad. Fucking more onion. Onions going into the bowl. A little red wine vinegar in here with the onion. This is gonna take that sharp, raw onion taste out while keeping the onion raw. I'm gonna get some wedges of tomato. We have this cucumber. I think we should cut it in half the long way. Let's get our tomatoes in here with the onions. Putting in some cucumber. Let's hit this with a little bit of fresh chive because I'm growing it. It's a free ingredient and it will rejuvenate what I take from it. It's a good thing I'm wearing these glasses. Chives are in the onion family. Get this into our salad. We're adding some salt, and we're gonna add some olive oil. Now, when we mix this, the olive oil and the vinegar will come together. So many chunky pieces, man. These are done. Perfectly browned on all sides. The meat is the exact thickness that when the outside is seared beautifully, the inside is cooked to a lovely medium doneness. Let's make a plate. Go like this. Bring in a delicious piece of kafta. And let's get some chunky salad. I think it's time I take these off. I'm gonna try it. Here we go. Oh, that is salty and delicious. Oh, I really like this a lot. All right, a little bit of onion. Yeah, this is awesome. This is really good. This dish comes in at $2.41, and man, oh man, is the flavor mind-blowing. We saved a lot of money by making our own spice blend from single-source spices, but that's also why this tastes so good. It's so much more robust in flavor when we make our own blends, because I know all the spices I use are fresh, because I labeled them and I made the blend myself. Today was all about making completely different dishes with the same base spices. I mean, it's like we traveled to 3 completely different parts of the world, and yet we used the same spices to get to those places. And what did we do? We saved money. We only had to buy 8 spices, and from that, we made 3 completely different blends. 3 completely different dishes, 3 completely different flavor profiles. And as a bonus, I happen to have some extras right here, so I can visit these places again. Stamp my passport. I want to come back. Welcome to Frankie's Corner, where I answer your questions. Nadia asks, spices are quite expensive and I can't afford to have a fully stocked cabinet. What spices would you recommend that I buy that have the most priority? This is a great question. Listen, the mother and father of all spices are salt and pepper. You gotta have salt, you gotta have black pepper. Now, if you were gonna add to that a little bit, I think some paprika is really nice. It enables you to do a lot of Spanish dishes and South American dishes. You should get some hot red pepper flakes and maybe whole nutmeg, because in the fridge that can really last a lot longer than the grated kind. And you can make some really nice warming dishes, ragouts, and even desserts with it.